There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
We'll go ahead and start here, taking a look at good old Euro NZD, which is not one of our recommended pairs or on the vetted list. It's actually going to be considered a worst performing pair based on results we saw over the last month with it. But you can see it's in about 5% drawdown on this 782 euro account. Taking a look at AUD CAD, has not taken any trades. If we take a look at NZD CHF, we'll see that there are no trades open. Taking a look at NZD JPY, we are in 15% drawdown on a $500 data testing account here. As you know, all these accounts are for data testing. They're all live accounts, and the reason we run them is to really be able to test and master all the pairs and optimizing them for market conditions. Euro GBP, as always, has not taken a trade on GBP settings. It just has not, and I guess it's not ranging like most GBP pairs do. Taking a look here, GBP NZD did not take any trades this week. Oops, did we skip some stuff? Yeah, here we go. NZD JPY, no, we covered those. Taking a look here, GBP NZD did not take any trades. GBP USD did not take any trades. GBP JPY is in an open trade and is in about 3.44% drawdown on a 500 euro data account here. GBP CAD is not in any open trades, and GBP AUD is not in any open trades or profit on the week. Continuing on, USD CAD, as we can see, is in some open trades and doing its thing. 3.5% drawdown on the $500 data account here. NZD USD has not taken any trades. Euro USD, no trades this week. Euro CHF did 3.41% profit this week on the $500 data account. EuroCAD is currently in a buy. As you know, EuroCAD is one of the worst performing pairs and will be on the updated pairs list as we've talked about on many calls. This account has made a nice recovery from some stop losses it had hit along the way. But again, you know, EuroCAD did go into our worst performing list. Euro JPY, we can currently see, has this 500 euro account in 39% drawdown. What does that mean? That means that Euro JPY is going to have an increased entry. We're going to take a look at the MyFX book for Euro JPY in a minute. Anytime something hits over 25% drawdown, we are going to increase an entry. Anytime it hits over 50, we're going to increase the entry twice. And if it ever hits over 60, it goes into the worst performing pairs category. Euro AUD, we have no open trades on the week. AUD USD, no open trades on the week, no profit. USD CHF, we have 1% profit on the week on the $500 data account here. CAD JPY, we are in 19% drawdown. CAD CHF, we're in 0.04% drawdown. CHF JPY, as we know, this account had taken losses a long time ago and then was taking trades last week with like $25 in equity. It lost it all. So as we know, CHF JPY is going on to our worst performers list as it did blow a $500 data account. That means it is now officially in the worst performing list with all the other JPY pairs for the most part, and Euro JPY is pretty close to the worst performing list, which, what do we get from that? We get that CHF and JPY pairs are not ideal right now. CHF has lower margin on many brokers, and JPY pairs always just seem to trend and trend hard when they decide to trend with less signs of reversal. Continuing on, AUD NZD on the week has some open trades here. I see that AUD CHF has no open trades. We see that AUD JPY, as we talked about, Euro JPY, this is following Euro JPY, AUD JPY, which is also on the worst performing pairs list, is in 30% drawdown. USD JPY, as you can see, has some open trades, but not any crazy drawdown. Continuing on, GBP CHF has not taken any trades, and NZD CAD is up 1.29% on the week right now. And then continuing on to my developer 10K account, that's long standing, that we've been running for a long time and constantly withdrawing money from, as we can see, the $10,000 deposit to the $8,819 profit with a $7,500 withdrawal. Long-standing GearBox account. Currently, it's in about a little less than 10% drawdown, 9% drawdown or so. It got into about 10% this week. That's fine. This account in history has only gotten into 22% drawdown, even during some of the craziest spikes. So let's go and let's take a look at my FX books. Let's take a look at the one pair data accounts, talk about them. Specifically, I wanted to take a look at Euro JPY here. And we see that it did peak at its 38% drawdown here. So we are going to increase the entry by 1 on Euro JPY. That will be done. CHF JPY, we don't have that. Will be a worst performing pair and added to that list. If we sort through our drawdowns, this was already on our worst performers. NZD JPY was on our worst performers. We might need a bump up the entry on NZD CAD. When was that drawdown? That was a long time ago, according to this, so that's fine. So no, NZD CAD is fine where it is. You know about Euro USD, Euro CHF, all these, nothing really too new, surprising here. And then taking a look again, the same ones are still in the league. And running Euro JPY, it was a best performing pair, but is currently in a higher drawdown. That will happen to some of our best performers every once in a while. As you can see, we got into some drawdown in January. We're in some drawdown right now. That will happen. The goal is to always stay alive and make money. That is the goal. So that's why we constantly are optimizing based on this data that has been running. Again, these accounts have been running since October 27th, 20. Many of them, these pairs have already been optimized based on drawdowns they got into early on, and since then we have continued on with what we're doing. So we'll continue to optimize based around this data. Same thing if we go take a look at the 10K account here. We can see that It has swung back. It's back at new all-time highs. But ultimately had a 22% drawdown at one point. It has won 79% of its trades. Currently, it's in some CHF JPY trades, which again are a worse performing pair now based on what just happened. But it is overdue for a reversal. So, if we look, these accounts have been long standing and running. This is a running long algorithm that consistently makes money. Yeah, we had 2 losing months out of how many? I'll take it. It's going to happen sometimes. It's all about managing risk and keeping drawdown low and protecting capital. And that's one thing that GearBox does a great job at with proper risk settings, as you can see. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Forex Factory for the week ahead and talk about, what's going on here. Might already had it open, but that's okay. So we're gonna go into April here. So Monday we have GBP news. Tuesday we have USD red folder news. Wednesday we have a USD red folder. Thursday we have Canadian and USD red folder. And Friday we have our favorite, non-farm employment change, otherwise known as NFP. So NFP is going to be happening, and with that being said, that is the first Friday of every month, and this is the first Friday right there on April 1st. So be prepared for NFP week. They're not as volatile as they used to be. It looks like very little red folder, but since it is NFP week, be on the more conservative side as always. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all tuning in here, and look forward to the updates we're going to be rolling out to GearBox very soon, along with entire redone videos, updates, settings, academy. There's going to be a full overhaul with the new updates and new things released, including regular GearBox and soon GearBox Pro to come. But with that being said, thank you all for your time, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evenings, day, wherever you may be in the world. I know we have a global business here with customers in over 75 countries. So again, thank you for taking the time, and I hope we have another amazing trading week ahead.
There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading Forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.